So they added a balloon editor to the game. And by they, I don't mean Ninja Kiwi. This is actually a mod made by Commander Cat, and it's pretty freaking cool. And if I didn't tell you, you might have been led to believe it's actually real, because, like, they've got a whole new panel here, a whole sub-menu, where you can import certain balloons, create balloons. I've already played around with this mod a little bit, so I'll just show you, for example. I've made a balloon here called Bloon. And you see when I pull up, there's a huge customization menu where you can do so many things. So for one, here are the visuals. I don't know, made it half and half just because I wanted to make something, I guess, fairly simple. So I'll leave it at that. But I'll have you know you can do a lot more with it, like giving the balloon a bow tie, a face, a sword, a fedora, and more than that. But again, let's move on to stats, where you can choose any amount of health, speed, cast drop damage, any properties, and balloon children. What I wanted to do for this balloon is to not spawn any children, in fact, not do any damage, but rather, let's jump over to the third panel here. It's simply going to be a status effect balloon. So here you can add a trigger where if something happens, you can make something else happen. So say if the balloon reaches a certain percentage, when it gets damaged, when it gets sold, or a tower gets sold, etc, etc. This one is an on damage trigger, so anytime a tower damages the balloon, I've made it stun towers. So this is part of an action where I can do more than just stun towers. I can also move and drain lives, and we can also add a behavior such as damage reduction, increasing balloon speed. But I just made it pretty simple here. I want to stun towers for, is 3 seconds good? Yeah, I'd say so. And a cooldown of 2 seconds, so you can't, like, have towers constantly stun. Actually, that's a little bit OP. I'll do a 4-second cooldown, just so maybe towers aren't perma-stunned. And lastly comes the spawning. What rounds do you want this to spawn on? I think since I'm making a balloon that doesn't leak lives, but rather is just an annoyance, I want to spawn out on multiple rounds. So let's say, I'm gonna do a chimps run later, but let's just have it spawn out every round. Frick it. Yeah, I guess 10 is good, and I'll space them pretty far apart. And that's my first balloon. Second balloon I want to add to my rule set is this one called Placeholder, but I actually want to call it the orange balloon because they don't have an orange balloon yet. And I think it's the only main color that is not an official balloon. So why don't we make a concept of it? And I think I want to add onto the purple hierarchy. So this one's a speedy boy, leaks 1 life on its top layer, and spawns out 4 purples when it pops. No behaviors. I wanted to spawn after a purple, so I just set a couple already. Maybe around 29 is a good round to have them start with. I'm gonna pick rounds where they're already pretty easy. So around 41, I'm gonna have a giant clump. What's another round I can add it on? How about 50? It's not an easy round, but let's make it more difficult by spawning a bunch of 15 of them, maybe. Heck, let me try a hyperdense orange balloon round. So let's do, I want to send out 200 with 0.25 spacing. So like a mini 63. And frickin' more hyperdense, because I like doing the funny. 300 with 0 spacing. It starts falling off later on in the game, so I'm just gonna not add too much. Remember that every balloon I add here, since it gains cash on pop, will make us gain more money throughout the run. So maybe this is a little bit too much extra money we're giving, but I'll leave it at this many rounds. And after the third and last balloon, let's make this one more late game oriented. Now, unfortunately, I don't think you can currently make it so it looks like a Moab, unless you use a custom display, but I haven't done any of that yet. By the way, since you've seen all these panels and behaviors, let me know in the comments, like, if you have any ideas for balloons, because I feel like if any of you have a banger idea, it could make for, well, some banger content. So yeah, I look forward to whatever you may come up with. I'm not gonna make this one too crazy looking, but I'll do like a 3-color split balloon, so you know what's up. I think we can also, oh, if I make this bigger, that means it spawns out bigger. I don't know what I want to call this balloon, so I'm just gonna show my creator code. Let's make this thing have 1000 HP. And sure, why not? We'll give it white balloon properties. Let's add some children to it. This panel, I guess I didn't show you yet, but there's so many things you can add. Not just normal balloons, but bosses. I don't know if I want to try that for today. But let's see what else they get. You can even spawn mini rock balloons, which sounds interesting. Even golden balloons. I want to try spawning out the deadliest balloon there is, though. So how about some red regrow camos? And let's spawn out this many of them. I just picked a random number from 1 to 100. Totally random. Behaviors, what trigger do I want? Let's try maybe a time trigger. So every 10 seconds, what do we want to do? I say we buff the balloon speed. I don't want to make it too OP because balloon speed triggers are pretty OP, but let's do double. And I think distance behind is like, I'll leave it at default 45 because I don't know what the numbers is. But okay, so one thing to clarify is that the behavior is like, you don't link it to a trigger. It's already there inherently. I think that's a bit too OP. How about we'll do one? We'll go back to 1.5. We'll do every 10 seconds. Let's spawn balloons. Okay. Let's spawn red regrow camos. Why the hell not? We're gonna make this really, really challenging. Okay, jokes aside, I can make this even more challenging by spawning them a good amount ahead. So how about 90 units ahead? So that means we have to pop this pretty darn early. I like this now, and how would I want this to work? For starters, let's have it spawn on the last 20 rounds of the challenge. Starting off with, I'd say one of them. Because wait a minute, can I do this? Say have one spawn out from 81 to 100 and then spawn another one out from 85 to 100. So that means there'd be 2, or rather 86. So 2 in the last 15 rounds. And then in the last 10 rounds, spawn out 3 per round. And then I'll just fill in the easy rounds with more of code ISAB balloons. So how about a bunch on 97? Hell, let's make 98 really hard by spawning out, sure, 10 of them. And then why not? How about more of the same on around 100, just to add to the bat. And I think I'm done. How will a game look like with these 3 new balloons added? Cornfield chips is going to be the challenge, and I actually edited the balloon speeds a bit, or the balloon spacing a bit, because I realized that my spacing was set way too high. So it's now closer, but watch this. Oh, look at that stun. With the sawdust start, it's a GG. What used to work on round 6 no longer does because of the stun effect. This might be a little bit too OP, by the way. So we'll see if I need to like die down the round a little bit, because I think the stun's too OP. Yeah, it's way too good. If not even 3 Dart Monkeys can do it, then it's because of the stun cooldown is too short. Only 1 second duration, or rather 1 second window for this to end up working. Alright, let's dive down to balance then. A map where I think if I don't try to cheese by using flying towers, then the stun would be interesting because the spots where I have them, well, they're in the prime position to be stunned. So we're trying Sada, for example. We also changed the stun from 2 seconds with a 2-second window. And it looks like Sada does have enough attack speed. Or not, crap, she leaked one red balloon this round. Alright, let's try last targeting. Not gonna lie, it's really confusing looking at balloons leaking, but you actually don't lose the game. As crazy as that feels. I definitely had the spacing way too big though, because those came out well after all the balloons came out. Alright though, we're doing it. Round 7 beaten. Well, still getting stunned half the time for Sada. And now I think this round I'll go ahead and add sub. And how does this do? I think the range is big enough that the stun radius doesn't reach it. So I guess that makes things a little bit easier, and that probably is the meta we're gonna try to do. Use towers with pretty big range, so it more than likely won't get stunned. Should I go ahead and do... oh, I still died. I think I'll go ahead and do longer range. Also, don't mind me, I'm just testing, but can I... oh, I can glue the Bloon as well, which is definitely something I don't want to do. It's the meta is you probably want to leak that as soon as possible, so it doesn't stay in the middle of the track. Ooh, I think we might have to try, like, a raw damage. An all damage, no support strategy here. That sounds spicy. Now, I probably should remember this from Vortex, but what happens with Glaive Lord spinning glaives while it's stunned? Does it still do damage, or is that also disabled? Regardless, I still want to try it out, because Glaive Lord on this map balance sounds pretty good, does it not? And I can probably work around the all the stuns there. I did say it was, like, half uptime, because 2 seconds stun for 4-second cooldown, but when there's multiple, it's a bit more than a 50% stun. Also, orange balloon alert, it is spawning next round. I repeat, next round. I did set the speed to 100. I wonder how fast that is relative to other balloons. I guess we'll see right now. So here comes. The tiny orange balloon. I guess I should have made it bigger so it looks more real. But It's obviously not really much of a threat, considering... oh, actually, no, we're good. I thought it'd be an issue initially, but nope. Glaive is good in this map, and will probably carry us through the early game. We won't be seeing that for another 10 rounds. Damn, 7k saved up around 36. Pretty wild considering, again, the Bloons we're up against. I'm gonna finally get more Glaives, though. Also, at a certain point, we are gonna have enough damage to pop these Bloons, because I didn't set them to infinite HP. What was it? 100 health? So I guess come late game, there's no problem with maybe using glue or slowdowns, because we're gonna have enough damage. If we can't do 100 damage come around 100, well, we've probably got other problems to worry about. Good thing we added the third Bloon then to provide a bit more of a challenge. So here we go. Let me try to get the Leaping Sword off, if possible, to get some mob damage in. And so we can kind of clean up. ASAP, there we go. Damn, more Glaives on easy maps in a nutshell. I went ahead and used Sawdust Sword Charge or Leaping Sword because I don't have cam protection. Guess I might as well buy this, but I can probably rush this very soon. As crazy as that sounds. Well, at bare minimum, I'll do a 202 so that my sub can actually affect camos. And then there's less need for... oh, actually, no. I was gonna say less need for a cam protection, but we'll just do a Leaping Sword in close here. Right in the crater, so... because, like, that doesn't get disabled. Once you get the ability off, it can work through the stuns. Oh, I didn't even buy advanced intel, but now we got it. Alright, it was this round, though, that we added a bunch of orange Bloons. Although, I guess, yeah, we got stuff that isn't really Magic Tower, so it's probably not going to be much of an issue. The biggest issue is the stun, and the fact that I don't have enough mob damage because of the stun. But we're so close to getting Glaive Lord. Let's see if we can just get away with it, if I can just activate Leaping Sword. There we go, beat it in the crater. My more Glaive says, thank you very much for the extra money, orange Bloons. I will take it with open arms. Oh, I don't have Leaping Sword for both Moabs. One problem with stun is that, well, it stuns the cooldown of your Leaping Sword too, so we gotta tack on that extra time. Okay, fine. How about triple guns and an outbuff on it? This, again, since it gets stunned the least, I think they should probably do all the mob damage to it, and there should be no problem. Yep, we're good now. And attaboy! Purple Bloons, or rather orange Bloons, are no more. Now I kind of regret not making those purple Bloons any stronger. Or maybe having the code ISAB Bloon spawn a little bit earlier, because I feel like Glaive Lord, again, on this map, will shred. Now, can I place a village somewhere? Crap, I don't think I can. Only over here. The other spots are too small for a village. Friends, this is now a Glaive Lord showcase, and that was this 67. This is where I set, like, the giant hyperdense clump of oranges, and all they did to the Glaive Lord is give us, like, 10k this round, I think. Yeah, maybe I should have picked something that is, like, literally the dense Bloon killer. Ah, well, we shall wait to see what happens on round 81. Yep, there's the double size of the Badlon, and wait, 1k HP. Wow, that took a long time to kill it. And look, you can see which Bloons were sped up, and it looks like it's permanent. I think it's whenever it spawns out, whatever was tailing behind it will get the speed buff. Anything that comes out after the fact or too far behind will not inherit it. See, 2 here. Actually, a lot more here. Good to know we do have enough, though. And you know what? I don't like the lack of stun scene right now, so I'm gonna back out and change the stats. I am now going to make the Badlon invincible. 100,000 health. And you know what? Let's make it harder, too. I think now can go back to stunning it for 3 seconds instead of 2. Because clearly Glaive Lord is a little bit too OP here. So, wait, okay, there's a stun. And let's see how brutal it is. Look, 3 out of 4 seconds, we just leaked the Badlon. And it's gonna kill us. Let's add another tower to the mix then. Well, how about we use that spot I said I liked for attack zone? Because I need mob damage. This does it. Can it do 1k now while getting through the stun? Or is it still not enough? Wow. It's still not enough. 1k HP is deadly. Wait, genius idea. Let's buy a downdraft. And can I do the following? Oh my god. Okay, I've cracked the code, guys. I will choose only to blow back this thing. I know it's like a quote-unquote infinite range tower, so it doesn't get stunned, but this is the only one I'll allow, okay? Hell, this still might kill us because of the extra stun duration. Look, we're dead, though. Okay, I might have made the stun too OP now with adding an extra second. Okay, I just went ahead and added 1 extra cooldown for the stun, and instead of doing attack zone, since I have this to infinitely stall, the Balon, I will just get rid of Tech Zone. And we'll do a Bomb Blitz for the funsies. I don't think it's any good, but why the hell not? So, in fact, I should just leave my down draft over here. Oh crap, the stun though. I think we're almost dying because of the extra speed buff that Code ISAB gives. I'm gonna beat all the Bloons first and then deal with Code ISAB. How was that? Yep, all killed. Let's move it in. And we should be able to get 1k damage in here, nice. Now things are starting to get a little spicy, aren't they? Let's do a Raider Scanner as well. Let's cheer for outbuff the Bomb Blitz. And we are now at the point where 2 Code ISAB spawn. Can we... Okay, it looks like I don't even have to downdraft them to do 1k damage anymore, so that's good. We can just keep on rolling with this. I also just realized that this doesn't hit DTs. I need DT defense. Well, good thing I got 36,000. They kind of look like they're getting through a downtime. And they... Wait, they are. Or they almost did, it feels like. No, they did. Damn, alright. No one's ever done any wrong with doing a Prince of Darkness, right? Especially since all the zombie Bloons create in the middle, and they'll do damage while they're stunned. So best of both worlds. I like it. Let's drop an out buff in the middle here now. I do sense a problem around 100 with bad damage, but we'll figure that later. This looks like a good get, though, for at least round 90. And now with round 91, I think I set 3 Code ISABs coming in, but perhaps I need to make a 4th tier, or a 4th tier of Bloon that had more HP. Because we're at the point now where 1k damage is, like, nothing. Not gonna lie, the balloon speed is very scary, though. Can't even tell on this map when things are gonna leak or not. Reminder, next round I set, what was it, 8 Code ISAB Bloons coming in? But, again, no problem, right? What's crazy, too, is that, those, children that the Code ISAB Bloon spawns, the 69 Camel Rigger Reds, they're apparently not even a threat. No slowdown Bloons versus 98 sounds like a disaster. But let's see. If I see anything leak, I'll try to activate Sword Charge if there's even a window for it. Oh, yep, they're leaking now. They're leaking. Sword Charge? Oh, I don't have level 20 yet, though. But that's fine. 1 Sword Charge does it. Nice. I'm not gonna lie, they all did pretty equal amounts of gear work. 500, 900k, and 630, right in the order of when I dropped them down. Oh, so close to being 99. We'll just add a mobile limb, and that should be GG. Because that also beats around 100. And I'll use the ability here to break down 1 FDT at a time. And final round here. We still got the stun balloons spawning in and Code ISAB Bloons, but we should be okay, right? Here's another one. Oh, wait, what did I leak to? Okay, sorry, maybe I was blind. I actually did pop the bad. My bad. I didn't get enough sleep last night, alright? There we go. We skipped the DT insides, and now BFB is Moabs. And no stuns to be found, so GG. We just have to wait now for other Bloons to spawn in. And that was fun. I bet, again, it could be even more fun if I had maybe better ideas. Because this was just the first of maybe many runs of trying the Bloon editor. So let me know if you have any fun ideas, and catch you all later.